Hi guys, it's Tom, and I just want to make a quick little video here of my newest addition to the shop. This is a Craftsman Atlas lathe, or Atlas Craftsman lathe. Craftsman put their name on it and sold it, and the Atlas Press Company made it. So let's see a little bit about these machines. I think Atlas started making these machines in the mid-30s, and they refined them a little bit, and after a couple years, by 1938 I think, or somewhere in there, basically they had the version that you see here. And they made these lathes all the way up to about early 70s, I want to say. But this particular machine is a model number 101.07403, which is a 12-inch lathe. I bought it on Craigslist, or off of Craigslist, and the guy was advertising it as a 10-inch, but it is indeed a 12-inch. It's 6 inches from the way to the center of the chuck. I've been cleaning on it a little bit. It's with just straight kerosene. I've been stoning the way with a stone here, and I got it cleaned up about as good as it's going to clean up. You can see a couple marks on it from where they've dropped work or something like that, it looks like to me. But everything works pretty good on it. It has a couple little problems. One of them is this handle's a little broke. I don't know if you can see that or not. See how it's broken right there. It still functions, and I could probably find one on eBay or maybe make one. But right now I'm not exactly too worried about it, because it does function. Down here's the tailstock. Now it's a different story. It's missing missing the oil cup, and the lock is broken as well. I do have the handle for the lock, but the pin that goes down in it is missing, so we're gonna have to make something there, or something that has to be fixed. You need a lock on the tailstock. But it came with the faceplate. This box here is just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Here's our faceplate. There's several chucks in here, some live centers. Here's a live center that looks like it's been taken care of. Hardly used at all, I don't think. It's got a little bit of scarage there around the tip, but we'll see how that works out. But most of the stuff in this box is just some miscellaneous crap. There's some chuck keys in here and things like that, and again the faceplate, and then over here a whole bunch of indicators, a couple nice last word indicators which would work great on a lathe. Here's some more modern type inserts. There's an insert holder in here. Here's a nice indicator stand, magnetic base. There are several little indicator holders. Here's the gears for the transmission on the lathe. I believe they're all there. There's a whole bunch of mics that were in the box. I don't know if they're any good or not, but we'll check them out. I think some of them are pretty big. One of them's a 7 to 8, and several others. Here's the insert holder. Here's a piece of the what I would call the original tooling with the lathe. This is a left-hand tool holder. They made a left hand, a right hand, and a straight one. And these will hold like 1/4 inch bits, 1/4 inch high speed, or carbide tipped bits. So just pretty much, oh, here's the chuck keys. This is for the 4-jaw, and there's the 3-jaw chuck key. There's our 4-jaw chuck. I was messing with it to make sure that the jaws are reversible, and they are. And that thing is about as grubby as you can get. Got some surface rust on it, so we're gonna have to take this apart, clean it, oil it, and get it where it functions really nice. And you know, nothing's broke on it or anything like that, so it'll be a good piece once we get it cleaned up and oiled. The machine itself is everything works on it. I need to plug it in here, and let me plug it in here and I'll turn it on for you. Alright, so I got it plugged in, and these machines were quite capable machines. It was one of the very first machines that was mass produced at a very affordable level, that you could do just about anything you want to do on a lathe, really, when it comes to making round things. You know, there's nothing automatic about it really, except for the feeds. I'll give you a quick overview here of how all this works. So first of all, it has I believe it's the original motor on it. It seems to be in pretty good shape, and there is a high and a low off of the initial drive. So you got 2 pulleys here. It's in the low range right now. The way this all works up here, let me say first of all that the lathe was called a modern day back geared screw cutting machine, with the back gear being kind of important. It's easy to shift it in the back gear, and you need to have back gear for threading and large work. You need to be able to turn the machine slow. So real quick, here's the transmission. You can see all the various gears on it, and these are all interchangeable, and you would interchange these gears to change your feed rates and also change the number of threads per inch that you're cutting if you're cutting threads. You can see that most of these gears are double stacked. You see there's a gear behind and in front on each one, and all that confusion is laid out in this little chart right here, and you would select your threads per inch here. It goes from 4 to 96, I believe, and then you would make the appropriate gear changes in the transmission to cut that particular thread. And then down here at the bottom is the feed rates. Hopefully you can see there it goes from 2.4 thousandths per revolution of feed to, what is that, 8.7 or something like that. I'm looking through the camera here. So you know, it has a wide range, and again, you know, the machine is very capable. It is old, but it works fine. It looks like it doesn't have a whole lot of use on it. So let me turn it on here. I don't know what gear it's in or anything like that. Oh, here is this would be the direction for the feed, forward and reverse like, and a neutral position as well. But okay, it's in back gear. So actually, looking at the pulley setup, we're in the low range over here, and we're turning as slow as we can here. So that is the slowest speed on the machine right there, which I believe is 28 RPM. So let me show you real quick how this all works. This is the back gear lever, and this is the back gear. You can see it's about a 6-to-1 reduction from this gear to this gear. I'm going to disengage it, and then the way this works is, this is called the bull gear, and it is tied to the shaft, the drive shaft. You can see it turning the gear back here, and the chuck. But right now, you know, this pulley stack and this gear are independent of the bull gear. Okay, so if you want to put it in high or direct drive, there's a pin here. Get a light maybe. There we go. You can see the pin, and you push that in to the step pulley. There it goes. You can see it pushed in, and now everything is connected, as you can see right there. And the back gear is pulled away from the main shaft, and you turn it on, and you can see there we're in a low speed indirect drive. That's the slowest speed indirect drive. Now to change your RPM, you would take this lever here, and it has a little slot right there that you pull it up into, and then that releases the pressure on the belts here, and you can move them down the stack, and we'll just put it up in the again, the machine is in low range, low gear from the motor, and these are finger biters. There we go. We got her. Now this is going to be the fastest speed in low range. It's probably about 600 RPM, somewhere in that area. There we go. So, and again, you know, if you step it up into the high range, I believe it'll go well in excess of 2,000 RPM. Now, to put it in back gear, again, like I said, this bull gear here is directly connected to the shaft. So if you pull the pin out right here, right there it is. It's tough to get a hold of. There, it's pulled out. Now, we're moving independent of the step pulley, and the small gear. So, if we bring the back gear up to the and engage it like so, then we're going to introduce a 6-to-1 ratio here, and she'll turn much slower. And these machines are a bit rattly because of all the gears, so they need to be well oiled. And like I said, I'm in the process of cleaning it up. So I'm going to clean it all up, and you can see some grunge in here. It looks like they've been cutting wood, and it's got some wood dust on it and things like that. So I'll take it out of back gear again, and push the pin in. There we go. And I'll show you the feed on it. So again, it'll feed both directions. You can hear the transmission engaged there, pretty noisy. And you can see we're feeding on the carriage. And it also has power cross feed. So there we have it. And then it'll go the opposite direction over there if you shift the gears. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to continue to clean it up. It's on a rickety base that is just a bunch of crap, and we're going to get rid of that. It's not even close to being level. The ways it got a big twist in it, so I'm going to put it on a nice sturdy bench, get it all leveled up, and finish cleaning it and oiling it, and yeah, we'll start making some stuff with it. So that's just a quick overview of it, and there you go. Thanks for watching, guys.